What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex here for Impact. We are live and in living color with round number 1 here of our Friday Night Magic Modern Tournament. We got Ryan on Domain Zoo against Dakota, who's playing Merfolk. Thank you all so much for joining us. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. And, of course, go like and follow all of our other social media outlets. TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all the places. Let us know you exist and you dig our content. Thank y'all. Hey, what's up, River? How's it going? Thanks for joining us tonight. Looks like we got early Scion of Draco out for Ryan. And Dakota has a Cavern of Souls, and I'm pretty good. Actually, I just got back from Disneyland. So, had a pretty awesome 4 days. But I'm back, and there's magic to be talked about. So, yeah. We're having a good time, though. Thanks, everybody, for joining us. Make sure to follow if you're watching on Twitch, and consider subscribing. Alrighty, let's get back to the action as I get aware of what's happening now. Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. If you're watching on Twitch, though, thank you so much for joining us. I know you could be doing anything in the world, and you are hanging out with us. Gonna tap that thing down, put a stun counter on it. We did just upgrade our life tracking technology with the, I don't know, some software. It's really, really nice software that basically mirrors the tablet that we have and projects it on screen. So I literally just have to call the match. That's all I have to do, which is pretty fantastic. What's up, Maverick? Just FNM tonight. Yeah, just FNM. No RCQ. We've got 22 players tonight, which is a little light for our modern FNMs. But we've got a ton of people that are at the Magic Con in Las Vegas. Come a little closer. Silver Gill Adept revealing Lord of Atlantis. So Dakota will draw a card. And consider some options here. Ryan's been playing this Domain Zoo deck for quite some time at this point. Very, very familiar with it. Dakota's been off and on different decks, playing Slick Shot variety decks, Merfolk as well, but been bouncing around. Here's a Tide Shaper. And Dakota's just going to pass. Ryan's going to remove that stun counter, and we will see what we have now. That Scion is still tapped, just a couple lands and 2 Leyline Binding, it looks like. And Dakota going to take a draw step. We have a Mutavault in hand. That's going to be pretty good. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Obviously, the Pro Tour happening. We are running directly against the Pro Tour, which for live viewership is never a good thing. Down to 9 goes Ryan off the attack from Dakota. Gonna play a Flooded Strand, which was what Ryan drew, and a pass back. Take a pain. We're gonna sink into stupor. The Scion. And back to Dakota. So the lane is clear for an attack here. And the Lord of Atlantis in Dakota's hand might mean this is going to be the game. I'm not sure if the math lines up, but we shall see. Just going to attack here. Not wanting to overextend into anything. Ryan says thumbs up. I'll take that. Main phase 2. Somebody had a DoorDash, it sounds like. Dakota contemplating a decision here. Just going to pass. Crack. Down to 3 goes Ryan. Are we going to get out whatever we need? A surveil line? Okay, so we have all 5 colors, it would appear. And we're going to get a surveil. Going to take a look. Of course, we don't get to see it. We never do. That's okay, though. Contemplating this one. Going to put the ley line to the bin. And also into turn, are we going to ley line binding here? Yep, get the Silver Gill Adapt out of here. Yep. Dakota asks on instep. Okay, so that happens. Here we go. There is a Kavu. So Ryan's going to build a board here. However, Dakota does have that Lord of Atlantis to give all of the Merfolk Island Walk. The Kavu is a 5/5. All right, Dakota's just going to take a turn. No chicanery at the instep. Could have flashed into Tidebinder. Master of the Pearl Trident? There's a Master of the Pearl Trident. All right, so Master of the Pearl Trident says other merfolk creatures you control get +1/+1 and have an island walk. Yeah, Ryan goes to block, but that isn't possible. He is going to have to use the ley line binding here.
I guess I already went to block, so.
All right, so Dakota's letting Ryan take it back.
Oh no, this is just it's a 2-tick. If you have an island, it gets +1/+1.
Yeah, so Ryan gonna line up blocks. This is gonna be pretty good for Ryan.
I'll take a pain. Another mind's pain. Take up.
All right, so that was a pretty important turn for Ryan there. Let's see if he can turn this around. Kind of drawing blanks, though, unfortunately.
Trigger.
Kavu trigger. Well, we can discard this and draw a card. Draws another Kavu. Okay, that's good. That is certainly better than another land. And again, these Kavus are 5/5s. Flood Pit Drowner, I think, is what Dakota just drew. Put a stun counter on something. But now we got to think about how we're going to not die. Yeah, we're just going to win. Yeah, that's going to do it. I figured as much that this Lord of Atlantis was going to come into play, and that is going to do it, folks.
Oh, yeah. I probably should have just sat on it to wait for you to attack with the guy. I bind with the action.
So there we have a victory here for Dakota in game number 1 of round number 1. All right, let's kick it back to the booth here. Thank you all so much for joining us. Again, hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering needs. And like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We've got 4 rounds of Modern action, 22 Modern players, and a litany.
Let's just say I had turn.
A ton of Commander players in the building right now.
It says counter target creature spell with power copies 2 of
So let's check out the lay of the land. We've got 36 minutes left in this round. But let's see what we've got. Alrighty. Yeah, ton of Modern players, like I said, or Commander players, like I said.
I don't know. I don't want to lead with it.
And this is only half the room here. We have 22,000 square feet of gaming center. We are located at 49 Ludwig Drive in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois. So if you are in the area or in the Midwest in general, come out and check us out. We'd love to meet you, love to game with you. It'll be a blasty blast.
Power copies on the stack. We put spells control the domain.
I wasn't trying to
Zoom in to the players.
You're the one that plays.
Hopefully they replace the life totals. Hey, what's up, Twisted Meddler? How are you doing tonight? Kick it back to the sideboard. Hello. Thank you all so much for joining us. We appreciate y'all. We are rocking and rolling here at Impact. Looks like these two are just about ready, so I'm going to kick it back down to the battlefield. Look at that. They even corrected the life totals, reset the life totals. The blue circle next to Dakota's life total represents 1 win. So Ryan going to need to get that win back to push it to game 3 in order to get this W. Look like Dakota's not quite figured out how we want to sideboard right now. Alrighty. Now it looks like we are ready to go. But yeah, thanks everybody for joining us. Living the dream? Hey, that's good. Had a minor surgery yesterday, so not allowed to drive today. Seems like something is always keeping me away on Fridays. But at least there's always some awesome streams to watch. Hey, we appreciate that. And hope you can make it out next week.
And I got spells. Give you that much information.
No land and Aether.
One land, Aether
Oh,
Bible.
I guess you do need.
All right.
I've kept that too many times to know that I don't.
They're talking about
Let's see me cry.
some of the bad mulligan decisions in their past. What's your worst mulligan decision? Trying to make Una modern playable in Zoo? Chances are it won't work. Well, Godspeed. An island for Dakota. And no turn 1 play for Dakota. That could be pretty important.
Fetch for banks.
Here's a subtlety.
Yep,
Dakota trying to decide what we want to pitch.
I'm thinking.
What are we going to pitch? It's going to be a Flare of Denial. How fitting. That Omnath Zoo deck goes real big and can actually cast Bahamut or some other giant enchantment nonsense off Omnath trigger. Don't know if you want to call that Zoo. Probably call it Omnath Domain, maybe. Lord of Atlantis enters the chat for Dakota. Meanwhile, Arid Mesa, and there is a Kavu. And Ryan does have an, no, not another Kavu, but a Flage, it looks like.
Psycho.
And Dakota just going to pass right back. Arid Mesa. Trying to fan the flames on the Unimodern and Modern Dream. 5-color enchantment sounds not as cool. Yeah.
Sidebinder?
Tashani's Tidebinder. 5-color unit. I like it.
Yeah, he's well.
Oh, first one.
Oh, she's going back.
Yeah. Okay.
So it loses all ability to counter it. It's 0. Yep.
Yep. So it'll die because state-based effects thanks to Tashini's Tidebinder. And back to Dakota. Oh, no. That's so good for Dakota. There is Harbinger of the Seas. Unilateral. I like that. I like unilateral. That's a spicy meatball. All right, so Ryan is going to get a mountain. Yeah, River says GG's in chat. It might be. You might be right there, River. Man, it isn't good for the zoo. No, this is... Oh, okay, well. 2 to everything. That was a nice way to get out of that situation.
1, then 2.
Yeah, I paid it.
They pay the red, you pay. Yeah.
Okay, so that will take out Dakota's situation, and Ryan's back in this one. Right after 1 haymaker, Ryan delivers 1 right back. All right, here's a brawler, and it is a 5-powered creature now, thanks to Domain. Yeah, that was really clutch. Call an ambulance, but not for me. Exactly, Jesse. Wee wah, wee wah. Tide Shaper, your mountain. So it's an island. Oh, look at that. Dakota's got little island token tab things. And a pass back.
Oh, crap.
Woody Footy going to get fetched. Down to 15 goes Ryan. Thundering Falls. Taking a peek. Of course, we don't ever get to see it, but got a bolt. Attack for 5. Dakota takes 5. Down to 15. Do we see a Flage or another Brawler? Gonna be a Brawler. Trying to put as much damage on board as possible. And there's another Harbinger. Oh, no. Flow to red. Here's a lightning bolt, though. So Dakota not going to be the failsafe that Dakota thought. But we do have another Harbinger in hand. So that will the third Harbinger be enough? There's a flooded strand. I assume, yep, here we go with the Flage. So what are we targeting? Tide Shaper. Down it goes. Ryan going to gain some life. Go to attack for 10. Block 1 of them. Take 5. Down to 10. Back to Dakota. And Ryan gets his island back. Another one.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to fetch and shock. What are we going to, or fetch, what are we going to fetch for? Plains. Okay, so Ryan's got some colors to work with here. Blue, red, and white. Ads popped up when they're done. The tables have... Oh, the turns have tabled, my friend. The turns have tabled. Attack for 4. Dakota says take 4 down to 6. Just needs to untap to start deploying more threats. There's another island.
What?
Got to sink into stupor. So Dakota says go ahead. There's a Scion. That'll get sunk, I'm pretty sure. Attack for 4. Go to 2, says Dakota. We might be on the brink of going to game 3 here. Dakota needs to draw a blocker. There's a Woody Footy. Yep, and sink. Did we draw? I think that's a island. So I think that's all she wrote.
Yeah, they would be.
Oh no, Ryan's been.
I mean, that was,
Rolling Islands.
that was a.
Yeah, Ryan was
I don't know.
miscalculating how much he was attacking for.
Two
But
sixes.
Dakota gonna scoop it
I
up.
always think when I'm under like that effect, it's supposed to maybe.
The Blood Moon does the exact same thing. It's just not.
Alrighty, so there you have it. Game number 3 coming up here momentarily. But thank you so much for joining us. As always, I'm Alex here at Impact Gaming Center. We are live in the fabulous Fairview Heights, Illinois, which is about 15 minutes from downtown St. Louis. So if you are in the Metro East area or in the St. Louis area, come on out. We've got probably 40, maybe more Commander players. And we've got 22 Modern players tonight. So quite the time. Hey, MTG Michael with the resub, 10 months with the Twitch Prime. Thank you so much for that. Hobbs, where are you at? Are you in Las Vegas right now? You RCQing this weekend in MagicCon?
I knew it. I should have got rid of the stupid anthem.
But yeah, shout out to
The thing is, if I would have
MTG Michael. That's the first sub of the night. Thank you so much. If you want to get support the channel, get access to ad-free viewing, some awesome emotes, and be able to watch all the VODs as soon as we go off the air,
Instead of the Kabu,
consider subscribing on Twitch. You're at home,
whenever you fetch,
not able to make it.
Tidebinder and you
I gotcha. Well,
get another land. and you
hopefully we
get a
see you
fountain.
soon. You seeing these matches, though?
Oh,
I should have done it then.
what wasn't it already? No,
You had a fetch land, yes. And I passed turn with 3
But yeah,
mana
looks
up,
like these two
and
are
then
just
fetched
about ready
out.
to rock and roll. We'll kick
should've
it back down
Tidebinder
to the battlefield.
I did.
Oh.
But what I should have done.
Be tuning
No, I
in.
didn't.
Oh,
Because
well,
I
thank you.
Tidebinder your Kabu, and then your Kabu. I hit
I'm gonna listen in and see what these guys are talking about.
after that.
Yeah, yeah.
But instead of
Oh, yeah.
Tidebinder your Kabu, I should have taken the idea of I'm going to take 5 and you're going to get to blue. But you're down a land.
And it, well, actually wouldn't be. But I still don't mean.
You still had,
Oh.
you had the Triome and the States.
Yeah. Oh, so still.
Oh, they're talking about Dakota Tidebindering, maybe the fetch activation.
I'm good. And
Dakota's gonna keep. Ryan's gonna mulligan. Tell me if you've heard this one before.
you go with the devil.
But yeah, we've got quite a few Commander players out tonight. Quite a few indeed. And this is only about half of the room. Actually, a little less than half of the room. Ryan said, this is pretty bad too, so he'll mulligan again.
Get that card. Gotta play control game.
Yeah.
Ryan saying how he needs to play the control game in this matchup. All right, let's kick it back over.
This is a
All righty. Looks like we got a thumbs up. Island. The one drop. Go. Woody Footy. Pass back. Another island. Lord of Atlantis. Attack for 2. Down to 18. And we're fetching here. See what Ryan wants to do, how he wants to establish his mana base in the early goings of this game. And Datha Triome. Flicking through them cards. All right, and just to pass back to Dakota. Another island. And this is the turn where things start to get interesting for Dakota. Has some options here. Tide Shaper kicked. So going to turn one of these lands, if this resolves, into an island.
put that on the stack.
Going to target the Triome.
All binding.
With that on the stack, well, binding the Lord of Atlantis. Says Dakota. Followed by Assure.
Attack for 1.
Attack for 1. This is for all the marbles here in game 1. This is game number 3, round 1. And again, if you're watching live, don't go anywhere after this match because we've got 4 rounds tonight of modern action. Lightning Bolt. Target your Tide Shaper. Flare of Denial. Pitch this 1-drop. So Dakota's got some tricks.
Fetch and shock.
Woody Footy, Fetch and Shock down to 11.
We get a Temple Garden,
Temple Garden.
play Brawler.
Brawler. And we're going right back to Dakota. Shortcutting a little bit here, but is all good. Dismember.
Yep.
And Dismember going to take down the Brawler.
Go ahead.
And then Tide Shaper going to crash in for, what is it, 2, I think? And Ryan's just going to pass. Got some good, useful tools in his hand, but nothing to deploy right now. And there's a ley line binding on the Tide Shaper.
Tashana, I'll counter the.
Oh, there's a Tashana to counter.
Take 2.
The ETB trigger from Leyline Binding. So even if Ryan were to bolt it, it wouldn't do anything. That was pretty wild. That was what we call in the biz clutch.
I will take 1.
Yep.
Blood Crypt. Tapped. All right, back to Dakota after the Scion has been deployed. Going to combat. Before blocks.
Flip it.
Oh, Flood Pit Drowner. And we just got a Lightning Bolt, but I mean, Flood Pit Drowner is still going to happen regardless. So no blocks here for Ryan.
Totally fine.
Total of 5 damage. Lightning Bolt, targeting. Tashini's Tidebinder.
Still target.
Yep, still targets, which will tap it down and put a stun counter. Take 2, down to 4. And back to Ryan. We're getting down to the nitty gritty of it, I think.
Got 4 power.
Dakota says, I got 4 power. Tribal Flame's the Flood Pit Drowner. That is gonna happen. Take 2. Back to you, says Dakota. I didn't see. Oh, there's the ley line. That's pretty good in response.
Tapping down. Lose all abilities.
Trickster, tap it down, lose all the abilities. And that's going to be it. Dakota going to win round number 1 here against Ryan. Domain Zoo going to fall to Merfolk. Oh, holy jumping. What a match. What a conclusion to that match. That was intense. Last couple of turns. Thank you all so much for joining us. If you're watching live, don't go anywhere. We've got about 10 minutes left in the round, so we should get those turned over real quick and have round number 2 rocking for you. Hey, what's up? How's it going? Welcome into the chat. But yeah, if you're watching live, make sure to follow, consider subscribing, get access to some emotes, ad-free viewing, and of course, our entire library of content as soon as we go get finished up streaming each and every single time we do. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on all of our social media platforms, including Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and other tabletop gaming needs. Seriously, guys, we have a ton of singles in stock every single day at your disposal. Don't sleep on us. Hit up impactgamingcenter.gg. Thank you all so much. I've been Les Alex for Impact Gaming Center. We appreciate you. Whether I see you in the next round or the next video, catch y'all on a flippy flop. Adios, everyone.